Welcome to Cooking While Drunk. I'm Tony, your favorite drunk. Drinking a little bit of Guinness Extra Stout today. Figured heavy beer could use a good hearty dish. We're going to make gumbo. A modified gumbo because my daughter can't have andouille sausage and my wife doesn't like okra. I do, but... So we're going to start off by...
I usually don't interrupt, but I love okra.
You like fried okra. You don't like it when it's slimy.
I like it in gumbo.
Oh. I misunderstood you then. So we're gonna brown off the chicken and the kielbasa that we're gonna use. Nice hot pot. So we're gonna brown this in batches, just to slightly brown on each side. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for the sausage. Looks like I can get 3 pieces in at one time. All right. So we're going to let this brown. It's going to take about 2 minutes each side. And then we're going to do the andouille sausage. And then we'll come back and make the roux. See you in a few minutes. Alright, we're back. As you can see, we have our chicken browned up over there. This is actually chicken I browned for tomorrow. This was 3 boneless, skinless fillets. And 1 pound of andouille sausage, kielbasa sausage. Now we're gonna make a roux. We're gonna try and not destroy it. So this is just less under half a cup of oil and half a cup of flour. You're gonna gently stir this around. You're gonna let it cook. It's going to take a few minutes until it gets dark brown. Okay. That clumped up real fast. I don't know why. It's not supposed to do that, but we can just loosen it up with a little bit of oil. Roux take time, and you cannot just let it go. You gotta constantly keep stirring it, otherwise once it burns you have to wash everything out. That's why I switched to a smaller pot, so in case it doesn't come out right I can basically start over again. I'm using this whisk here. This whisk has points on the very tip. This is also good grips because it gets up in the corner like that to make sure the roux is all thoroughly blended. Now if I were making mac and cheese, I would probably stop the roux right about here at a blonde stage. The longer you cook a roux, the darker it gets. The more flavor it'll have, and the longer you cook the roux, the darker it gets, but the less thickening power it has. So because we use a lot of flavors in the gumbo already, I don't think it needs to be all that dark. So we're going to shoot, instead of a chocolate brown or a reddish brown, we're going to go for a medium roux. You can buy roux in a jar, and I am not going to knock anyone for getting it just because making a roux is not easy. It's a pain in the butt, and if you actually get it on your skin, you will have 3rd-degree burns. It's like napalm. It's sticky, it's gooey, kind of like molten sugar. If you ever get that in your skin, yeah, ouch. Alright, welcome back. So we got the roux done. Time to add our vegetables. This is 1/2, so I'm making a small batch, yellow or white onion I should say, 1 green bell pepper, 2 sticks of celery. Just going to stir this in. I'm going to season it with our spice seasoning, our spice blend. You can use pre-jarred Creole seasoning, or you can just blend it yourself. It's just, I forget what it was, garlic powder. See, garlic powder, paprika, oregano, black pepper, salt, some cayenne pepper. I think that's about it. So let that sit for a second. Alright, so here we have our chicken stock, about 4 cups. And to make chicken stock pour out faster, take your knife, give it a couple pokes. Alright, now that looks all nice incorporated. Oh yeah, and that was also 3 cloves of garlic in there. So you made little air vents here, so when you pour it, it actually just flows a lot easier. This is weird, starting with my right hand. Alright. So we're going to let this come to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down to a simmer. This will take 3 to 5 minutes, depending on your stovetop. So, see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, I'm out of beer, so I gotta switch over to wine, but alright, so now we have it on simmer. Everybody in the pool. Chicken. Chicken I like to leave in big pieces, you know, because they'll soften up as it cooks. Let it submerge. Actually, I'm going to put one more piece of chicken in there. Just because it's chicken and it's delicious. So I've got to tell you that this chicken was just seasoned with salt and pepper before I browned it. That's all. So, we're going to put this onto a simmer. We're going to cover it. We're going to let it cook for about 30 to 35 minutes. And we'll come back and we'll take care of the shrimp. Alright? See you in a few minutes. Or see you in 35 minutes. Oh, hey, welcome back. So, sipping on a little bit of my little white wine spritzer that I made. It's got some of the Moscato, some soda water. Actually, I just peeled a pineapple. My daughter went to town. She ate so much pineapple, her tongue is bothering her. So, this has been simmering now for about 30 minutes, sorry. Every 15 minutes I went in, I kind of scraped up the bottom. Looks nice and good. Look how nice, thick, and delicious that looks. So we're now going to add a little bit of corn. So, I'm going to do it the lazy way. Don't do what I do. Be careful. We're just going to shave it right into the pot. Just go right down the side. This is a lot easier than having to go into a bowl. See? See how easy that is? So I was going to actually just cut it in segments, but somebody won't eat corn that way. And she's actually recording this, and so corn is optional. You know, if you don't have fresh corn, you can use frozen corn.
Pineapple.
Give it a nice little cut. It's okay if it goes everywhere, it's gonna still get eaten. Most of it makes it in the pot. Oop. It's like popcorn, it's popping everywhere. There we go. See, you got most of it. Oop. There we go. Now we're gonna give that a stir. So the only thing different is we're not using okra and we're not using andouille sausage. We are using everything else. So here we have 1 pound of 3140 size shrimp, peeled and deveined. I got the easy peel. You just thaw them out in a bag overnight in the fridge. Then you just peel off, and I take the tail off as well. Usually I leave tail on, except in stews like this. I just take it off. I just dump it all in. And, you know, shrimp cooks fast. So, you're basically pretty much done. This is going to go for about 5 to 10 more minutes. You want the corn to cook a little bit. And you want all the flavors to meld. That's it for now. We'll be back in a few minutes and we're going to finish up and we'll be ready to plate. All right, how you doing? This looks the freaking licious. We're about to plate it up now. So, turn off the heat. Don't need the heat anymore. So, every gumbo has what's called filet powder. It's not file, it's filet. So it's actually the sassafras grass. So use about 1/8 of a teaspoon. That's probably about good. So what it does a little bit of the flavoring, but also does a little bit of thickener as well. Some call for it, some people do not. I use it, especially if you don't have okra. It's good to have an extra thick roux and some filet powder, and that looks great. So we're gonna bowl it up. Just get a couple extra pieces of shrimp in there. A little bit of green onion, and there you have it. Easy gumbo. Like, this is actually easy to make, but it's just the prep time that takes the longest. So thank you for watching Cooking While Drunk. Thank you for watching my videos. Hit that little button right there, subscribe, so you'll see all the videos that I have. You'll be alerted when I have new ones. Stay safe, stay healthy.